A lot of scouts have asked the question, when should I wear my Merit Badge Sash? Hey, ScouterStan, let's talk about merit badges. This is a big focus for a lot of youth, especially the scout leaders see it all the time. They are consumed with getting these merit badges, putting them on their sash, and really showing off their achievements. The merit badge by itself is actually in 3 different categories. Life skills, career, and hobby are the 3 categories that merit badges make up. Life skills, that could be everything from how is a law made? That is something that's covered within merit badges in the citizenship merit badges. How is that done? How does your community function? These are things in that life skill. Those functions are actually explained. Now, when you're dealing with careers, that could be anything from plumbing to automobile. That could be a lot of different things. Whereas in hobbies, you have things like chess. There's different video games and gaming and stuff like that is part of the merit badges. So all of the merit badges fall in one of the 3 categories. Now, originally, merit badges were meant to be displayed on the long sleeve of the right hand sleeve. That was where they were supposed to be. But a lot of times you ran out of space. That is still true today, up to 6 merit badges. After that, they are transferred over to a sash. And the sash is worn from the right shoulder across. That's the wonderful thing about the sash. And it has a wonderful history. The very first Eagle Scout, Arthur, was the first one to really have a sash, because he had so many merit badges. They were going to be put on his shirt, and they didn't go, and it didn't go on the sleeve, and they didn't fit, and so they came up with a sash. But he was very upset about that. He did not want his mom to make a sash to put these patches on, but there was no other place to put them. So he decided, yes, Mom, you can put a sash, but no fringe. That was he didn't want any fringe on it. That was the thing. He was the first one, and the first Eagle Scout was it, and that was in 1912. When should the Merit Badge Sash be worn? A lot of your scouts are going to ask that question. They're going to say, Scout Leader, help me out. When should I wear this sash? That's when you come up and say, it is important to wear the sash at courts of honor, boards of review, and of course ceremonies. That's when you should wear the sash. You should not wear it on campouts. It will become a problem. Sometimes if you're doing activities, you should take the Merit Badge Sash off, fold it up neatly, and put it in your pocket if you're at an activity. That you shouldn't be wearing it anyways. You have to be in full uniform to wear the sash in addition. How should it be worn? Yes, this is something that a lot of scouts may not know, but it's always over the right shoulder and down and across to their left. This is very important for the display of all those wonderful round merit badges. Merit badges weren't always round. Sometimes they came out square, like canvas squares. And they're kind of standardized into being a fully embroidered round patch much later. That's kind of what we have today. The Order of the Arrow sash should not be worn at the same time as you're wearing a Merit Badge sash. So if you're at a special activity, an event, presentation, and you're representing the Order of the Arrow, you should not wear your Merit Badge Sash. Also, put the sash away, put on the Order of the Arrow, do your representation, whether it be announcements or what have you. Then when you're done and off stage, then you can take the OA sash off and put the Merit Badge Sash back on. So they can't have them together. Otherwise, one would be over the other. So you don't want that. And that's the critical thing about the OA sash, the Order of the Arrow sash, and your Merit Badge Sash. Now, as far as actually tailoring the sizing of your Merit Badge Sash, it should be based on two measuring factors. It should go from your shoulders and naturally drape all the way to your belt line on your left. The editing or actual changing of the length can be done. You invert the sash and you actually have it machine sewn at different levels, 1 inch in all the way down on the corner, and just following the same line. It should just be able to take it in, and if you need to, you could always pull that stitch out and be able to do it. So a little bit of tailoring to make it fit appropriately. Merit badge placement should always be on the front, from the shoulder all the way down to the tip. Sometimes if you get more merit badges, you may have to use the back, but most of the time all merit badges need to be on the front. No other patches should be sewn to the front of the Merit Badge Sash. It should always be on the front. And that's important to go from the right shoulder to the left belt, okay, to the belt level on that other side. So if you run out of space, you can use the back. Now there are several ways you can place merit badges. The classic one is 3 across. I have seen 2 across, which looks just fine. They're a little more spread out. It covers more. If you are just going to be doing the 21 merit badges to get Eagle, that's fine. 21 will fit on beautifully. It'll fit just fine 2 across. But I have scouts that wanted to get every merit badge, and they had to go to the extreme of actually taking 2 sashes, sewing them together side by side so that their merit badges were 6 across, packed, filled the entire sash, both sashes. It was amazing to see. It's almost like wearing a quilt. It's a huge amount of merit badges. And if you're going to go through all that, wear it. It's an achievement. It really is a real big achievement. Now, as I said, there's no other patches on the front. All merit badges. That's the only thing. On the back of the sash, it's up to you. You could put all kinds of different activities, different things that you've done. You can sew on all kinds of things on the back. I would recommend sticking with achievements. If you have achieved things like the Nova Award or something of that nature, you could put that on the back. If you have a life-saving thing, you could put that on the back. If you got a swimmer's snorkeling award or something like that, these are things you could put on the back. That helps tell a story. And in an Eagle Border review, I've even asked the scout to let me look at his sash, to see what he's got on the back. He had film on there, he had all kinds of things. So that just gives you character, gives you all kinds of neat things, achievements that you've done that you're proud of. And putting it on the back is not bad, okay? Because at a court of honor, most of the time you're facing the presenter, and all those achievements on the back look really good, okay? It really makes the scout very rounded as far as all their experiences. It's just amazing. So it's not that there's a place for that, okay? They don't just have to be on the temporary pocket and then move to the sash. That's something that can happen. The temporary pocket fills up very quickly. So that's the thing about the sash. Now, one of the crazy things about merit badges, there's a lot of different ones. There's all kinds. In fact, there's a video about the different kinds of merit badges, tough ones and easy ones. That's the neat thing. Definitely check that out. Now, as I was saying, if you run out of space on the front for all those merit badges, you can definitely start on the other side. And that's something that a lot of scouts will do. And they go down there so far, right where they stop as far as the merit badges, and then continue on with all the different awards and things and achievements that they want to put on that back of the sash. Can you have more than one sash? Yes, you can have two. And they are worn right shoulder to the belt line on the left. That's the proper way. If you have two with all filled with merit badges, they need to be sewn side by side so they can be worn on the right all the way to the left. They're not crisscrossed, okay? It's not like what they call those bandoliers, with all the no, they don't crisscross or any of that stuff. If you got that merit badges, just sew the two sashes together. And that way you can put all the merit badges on it. It just makes it a lot easier. Hey, before we go any further, I want to make sure that you're invited to the campfire chat. Now, this is our live meeting we have each month on the first Sunday, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a fantastic way to get involved with live chat, and we have special guests. We have all kinds of neat things that go on. So definitely check that out. I also want to thank all of the Patreon members of this channel. In addition to that, I also want to thank all of the channel members right here on this channel. They have a fantastic group of people on this channel. They get a lot of perks. They get a lot of little icons and all kinds of neat stuff. But definitely check that out. If you're interested in becoming a member, definitely hit the little join button. It'll tell you more information. That's a great way to make this channel even better. Make it a part of what you do. And I'm so proud of you. We're just gonna jump right back in. There are some common mistakes that happen all the time with merit badge sashes. Wearing the merit badge sash over the wrong shoulder. If it goes left to right, not right. It goes from your right shoulder to your left side, okay? The left side. That's the only way to wear it. Mixing it up with an OA sash. No, don't mix them together. And the OA sash goes from the right to the left, okay? Placing non-merit badges on the front of the merit badge sash. That is not what the merit badge sash is meant for. The placement of the merit badges is completely up to the scout. They could be put in on earned or presentation order. It can be from top to bottom. Different groupings. You can have groups based on camps. So if you got those 4 merit badges, they're put as 4 on your merit badge sash. I've even had scouts leave an opening for partials on their merit badge sash, so it looks like patches had fallen off. That is totally okay. You can leave those spaces open so that when you do earn that merit badge, you can put it in that space. I've had scouts put them in groups so that it's down the middle is all the required merit badges, the one with the silver borders on them, all the green ones on the sides. And that can be, there's variations of that. Merit badges are something that a lot of scouts are very proud of. It takes a lot to get some merit badges. In fact, Life Scouts often are completely stopped in their progress towards Eagle by merit badges. So check out that video. That video has the Eagle Scout Slayer merit badges. They're the ones that a lot of scouts forget about until it's too late. So that's the important thing. Merit badges are required to achieve the Eagle Scout rank. So they are tough and they are not easy. So, and some of them have a long time that you have to put in to earn those merit badges. Now, there are many creative storage and different things you can do with your Merit Badge Sash. I know that some companies out there make a box, a wooden box, that actually is maybe about that big, so that you could fold up the sash and keep it in a box as a keepsake. The box is usually engraved and has all kinds of carvings on it and stuff. So it can be elaborate, okay? And that's something you can do. You can also have it in a shadow box where it can be hung on the wall. So that is a possibility. Many times if you have the sash, like I do, I have the sash, my dad's Merit Badge Sash, I have my own, and I have my son's. So I have those three. And we can definitely put those into some kind of a keepsake frame so that they don't, degrade or get lost. And that's the big thing. And that's the wonderful thing. You want to be able to see that legacy, that life legacy of all that stuff going on, and enjoying that. It brings great joy to see that. That is a wonderful thing. There are many traditions and pride given to the Merit Badge Sash. Filling it up with merit badges, it tells a story, just like the rest of the uniform. It's interesting to see that happen. Sometimes there are traditions within troops where they will actually put the troop number on the front. Not really supposed to do that, but if it's a tradition and it's actually okay with your unit and it's what you all do, as long as it's uniform, it is uniform. Okay, so I do not recommend doing that. You could put them on the back. That's totally fine. But if it is the tradition of your unit to do that, then that's different. And that's something that you're going to have to clear that with council and stuff like that. Most of the time, they're good with it as long as it's consistent within your unit. Whatever traditions you have, traditions are very important in scouting. We love traditions, okay? We're very patriotic. We like those things to continue. So definitely, if you have exceptions to some of the rules, that's fine. But stick with your traditions. The tradition in scouting is to only put merit badges on the front. And that's kind of been the thing for a long time. And since it's been around, since 1912, it's been around for a while. Merit Badge Sashes have had different things put on the front and the back. So that's always been something that a lot of scouts work on. And these are the standards for today. Now, here's a pro tip for young scouts and scouters even. Merit Badge Sashes are only worn at courts of honor, and they're only worn at boards of review and that kind of thing. So sewing them on can be challenging, especially if you're trying to rush it in for that board of review. Guess what? Merit Badge Sashes, because they're worn at special times and not during activities or camping, they don't get dirty very often. A lot of times they're not washed. From the moment you get them, they're not needing a wash. They're clean. They are on the outside of the uniform. So it would be permissible to physically glue or paste these things on. You could do it with hot glue. You could do it with fabric fasteners that actually fasten on. There's many different things that can actually be used. You don't need Velcro on a merit badge because you're not taking them off. They go on and they stay on. And you don't wash the sash very often. So, it's a very rare thing to wash a sash. Mainly because they're mainly for display. You're displaying all of those achievements, and that's what a Merit Badge Sash. But it is a great way to teach how to sew and patch on. The the way the patch is made and the way that it's constructed makes it very easy, and the size is easy for a scout to actually learn how to sew on a patch. They can go through the material, or they could stay on the top half of the sash. That's totally fine. You know, they could do a machine. You can machine sew these things on. It varies. So fastening them on is not as important, but putting them on is. You want to make sure that they're on there. And, you know, glue or any of that other stuff is fine. Now, I know the purists are going, no, you have to sew everything on. No, if you're not removing it, it's not going to change. It's going to stay in the same spot the whole time. Glue it. That's what I say. Glue it on there and be done with it. Have it fastened on somehow. That's the important. Encourage your scouts to take pride in their merit badges. These are achievements that non-scouters will never have. That's something to be very proud of. You're earning these things, youth, so display it. Put it out there. Wear your sash when it's appropriate. That's the important thing about merit badge sashes. These are little achievements on your path through your scouting experience. And that's a wonderful thing. We do so much for our scouts. Let's keep up that good hard work. Let's encourage them to take pride in these. There are scout leaders out there that have never, ever earned a merit badge. Totally okay. Totally fine. There are merit badge counselors that have never earned the merit badge they're a counselor for. That's okay. That is totally fine. So as a scout leader, my hat's off to you, because you do a lot of work, and this may or may not be part of what you do. So definitely keep up that good hard work. Now, if you'd like to learn something really neat about the 2010 specialty merit badges, definitely check out this video. Until next time, I'll see you on the trail.